Good morning, Michael. Yes. Ah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yep, I already see it. Good morning, everyone. I'm a little... my throat's a little... scratchy. Doesn't hurt, though. And I'm chewing on popcorn, so... y'all hear me eating, sorry. For humanity for life, from machine domination to blood-red freedom. We are the owners of Earth. We are the natives of this land. Okay. Oh, what is that? I hear something rattling. Let me look at my ammo. I'll probably get ambushed.
It's open. Let's head to the gates.
Yep. We're not going to be surprised if something else jumps down. Okay. Sector A07. I can't use the drone in here. Okay, triangle, circle, X, square. Triangle, X, or no. Triangle, circle, X, square. Triangle, circle. I would have jumped to the wrong one. X, square. You could tell this game was made for PlayStation. Because that's the PlayStation buttons and the colors. Triangle, circle, X, square. I died. I should have dashed,
Maybe
but I
the
thought
pattern
I
under
could
your
make
feet
it.
is a hint.
Oh, it was circle. I keep messing up thinking it's triangle,
Maybe
X.
the pattern under your feet is a hint.
Triangle, circle. Okay. Nope. I am not doing too good here.
Maybe the pattern under your feet is a hint.
Shut up. Triangle, square, X, man. Oh my god, I had to go.
Maybe the pattern under
Okay.
your feet is a hint.
I had it, I messed it up. Ah. I got it this time. Well, I knew I could make it in one jump. Okay, wait. Triangle, circle, X, and then square. And then I run.
Great. Let's move to
There
the
we
next
go.
area.
There we go. I knew I'd do it. I am the Humanity Liberation Front Central Computer, RAFI, for humanity for life. Confidentiality and quarantine are important in this underground facility. We ask for your understanding since it's important to be prepared for sudden situations that may occur during research and experiments. Please follow all safety procedures when entering the facility. Let's turn this camp on. I'm not gonna save. I don't really need to. Did I get any skills, though? I do. Okay. So let's see. This is... additional temporarily deals more damage to shields. Speed of energy, the attack power. That's what we need to increase the attack power of that. Because we use that one a lot.
Detecting a fusion cell in that generator. Let's get it out of there.
Okay. I keep trying to use my drone. You can't use the drone in here. Okay. I already know there's something in there. I hear it. Shouldn't have made any noise. I probably would have walked in blind. Uh-oh. Like I just did there. If we're gonna get done with this, and then we got a couple of things to do in Redline. I'll wait till I get into Redline to tell y'all what happened. Alright, nothing here, nothing in there. I knew there was something here. It was too easy. Eidos Company, the leader in human innovation. Thank you for visiting our cybernetics factory. We are the front runners in new technologies, the new existence, and the new normal. Experience what Eidos Company has to offer through its various programs. We ask for your understanding and compliance with pre-entry security procedures. Okay. I'm gonna hit this button. Something's gonna drop down. Okay.
The door on the other side's open.
No? Okay. Oh. Yeah, I guess we can't get in though. A drone upgrade, that's awesome. Need to use that as soon as I can. Uh-oh, there's a lot of ammo in here, so I have a feeling something's about to attack.
The laser is on. Let's go down.
Something's coming through that door. Yep. Oh, I knew there was gonna be more. There was a lot. Anything behind me? No. Get the ammo. I wonder if I could have just, like, run... Uh-oh. These doors are open now. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, robot! Ito's company, the leader in innovation, the path of the future has opened, aid by Raphael Marx and Mother's Dear. A new normal means new technology and new persistence. We must transcend the boundaries of human and computer. So I guess this is how they founded the colony. Which is where they started replacing human parts with machine parts. I'm not gonna be surprised if something popped out of a corner or out of a room that I've already been in. Okay. Okay, so I use these to extract, I guess.
Whoa! The test subjects are alive!
Lasers hurt them. So like you can legitimately just use the lasers to kill them. Uh-oh. See? They hurt. I'm gonna kill him with the laser. Yep, up for strong. I have a feeling you need to clean all these out anyway. The way this game plays, I'd probably have to destroy all of these before I can leave anyway. Maybe not, though. I don't know. Let's see. I'll leave those two in the corner for now. I got a feeling that when I activate this, those things are gonna blow up anyway. Good morning, Robert.
Great. Success.
I guess they won't. Okay. Well, I got the experience.
This lab, do you think humans use this facility to study Natives? Or...
Yes, they might have done, Lily. After all, knowing your enemy is often the first step towards defeating them. But this place seems more like a manufacturing facility to me.
Top secret research. I will save though.
All the lights are red. I have a bad feeling.
This is a battle. This is gonna be a big fight.
Damn. We're stuck. Passed through the lasers without a single scratch.
Up, I hit a laser. If they can go through those lasers, but I can't.
Damn. We're stuck. Passed through the lasers without a single scratch.
I was almost done. Up. Let that thing blow up. It looked like the lasers were still active right there. Come on.
Done. The elevator should work now.
Hey.
There's contamination here as well. There should be a weakness.
Upgrade some of that. Ammo back. Nope. Okay. So I wonder where the weak points are.
Great.
Man. Okay. Hi, Neil. Morning. I think we're almost done. Uh-oh. I think we're almost done with this dungeon. You.
Contamination is advancing here.
I thought I could open that. Passcode, air vent.
It's a security code. It will definitely come in handy.
Up 2 drone upgrades.
We're almost there.
The path is blocked.
I'll look for a different route. We can take a detour. Through the vent.
Through the bin. Now we're going all the way back.
Try entering the code.
Okay.
It worked.
Yeah, I know better than that. I played this enough to know that thing's gonna turn on and send those things flying at me. Yep, there it is, see?
The wind is making it hard to control the drone.
Oh. No, I got flying projectiles. I didn't even see those things there.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Yes, let's. Okay. I was about to pass this up.
Even. Let's look for the modules to upgrade the drone.
Now I gotta spend
Locked
a
up tight.
drone upgrade money.
But the hacking tool should get it open before you know it.
I remember the first time I played it, I could not get those puzzles. My brain
A
wasn't
supply
functioning.
camp is here as well. Let's take a breath anyway.
Oh. Hello there, little friend. Tumbler expansion. That's good. I will need that. Oh, and I can upgrade right here. Cyber Magician and the Orca. Okay, so I did the hacking tool. Now I should be able to get that thing that was down here. Oh, I missed one. There it is. Oh wow, there's a lot in there. That's the things to unlock the clothes too. Yeah, I think I'm right at the boss. No, 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 no. Ah, it only refills the sludge. Yeah, I need the stingers.
The Naytibas here. They look almost human. These Naytibas are definitely different from the ones on the surface. A lot of them aren't even on our list of Naytibas. Elder, you're keeping something from us. What is it?
Oh. Sorry, that wasn't very smart. I'll get my life back real quickly. Hey, this is the way to go. Oh, I gotta jump. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think that's the boss. Come on. Stay. Anything over here? No? Alright, let's go. That just looks nasty.
Be careful. It grew by consuming the items.
Oh, Jesus. Y'all see? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do y'all see another one? Oh, he drops the little red ones when he gets stunned. Okay.
Look, it's the hyperdrive.
Come on.
The hypercell's preservation status is good.
Great. Be careful with it now. You should head back. I'll have the pod waiting for you once you go outside.
Wait. There's a legacy here.
A legacy? What's that?
It's a device with records left by the airborne squad before me. They leave important information for the next airborne squad.
I see. But why would an airborne squad come all the way here?
Maybe they knew something about the Alpha or the Elder.
Hi, Stavic. What? Played it
I'll
before.
check the legacy.
Day 8 after the second dive. Third record. Legacy account Raven. Remaining survivors Ripley and Anis. Anis is in a bad condition. Death is very likely at this rate. We discovered this laboratory 4.47 kilometers from the drop-off point. It seems to be a facility that studied Naytibas, but it's hard to obtain accurate information due to severe contamination. However, I discovered an astonishing fact while searching through the data. Before the war we call the Final War, there was another war. It was a war fought between humanity and the androids humanity had themselves created, the so-called Andro-Eidos. Humans lost the war against their own creation. The few humans who did survive hid in underground facilities, but the hunt was far from over. However, an unexpected factor turned the tide of the war. With mankind at the verge of extinction, Naytibas, powerful creatures from an unknown origin, appeared out of nowhere. The war with the Naytibas brought about the destruction of the androids. And so, during this time, mankind was able to make its escape to the colony. From now on, I plan to investigate the origin of Naytibas. Hopefully, at the origin point, I should find the Elder Naytiba. To anyone who may be watching, may Mother Sphere's blessings be with you.
I didn't think a record like this existed.
And there was another big war before the Final War. I never learned about anything like that at the colony.
What do you think, Adam?
The history of mankind is riddled with conflict. It's hardly a surprise to hear about wars before the Final War.
Even so, it's strange that this wasn't passed down. I'll retrieve the legacy and go back.
Wait a moment, Eve. I can pick you up with the tetrapod.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
you want to take the test again?
Nah, I'm good. Alright, let me get the story out the way, and we can
Tell me if
save
you
and
need
go play on
anything.
Redline.
How may I assist you?
You did great, Eve. Shall we go back to Zion? Let's get on board.
Alright. Oh, I thought I had another one. Okay. Alright, let me just save. Need to look at these real quickly. I don't want the gold here. Field decoration. I have bonus beta, attack team, bonus S. I think I'll pass on that. I'll be right back on the road into Redline. Alright. I have to stop that game, let it stop, and then I can... Alright, let's load into Redline and I can tell y'all what happened yesterday. Some of y'all probably already know if you watch other streams. Alright, let's go. How many people are on Redline? We have 11 people, so it'll be me, will be 12. And I actually played Ark for a little bit last night, and I made some progress. I made me a little shack. So now I have somewhere to cook food and store stuff. I'm trying to get back to in the tribe that I was. And I have a way to do it. Most of the people I played with have moved on. There's like one person. That's it, that still plays. And they come in just to refresh everything. They don't like actually play. They go in, refresh everything, and then leave. Which I've done that myself. Before we all stopped playing a year ago, we would all pick a world. We'd go in that world, go to all the bases, and then just kind of refresh them, and then just go our separate ways for a little bit. Go back to playing another game, maybe. But she's been doing it for a year. She probably does it once a week. I took a break from Redline yesterday to touch grass. Yep, if you're not doing it right now, stand up. Stretch your legs. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go make breakfast for my patient. Officer Ryu? I don't know. I don't think he does, but I can ask. Okay, so we're in the city for a reason. I need to pull my phone up the second we're here. I missed a call from Ralph. Nah, he's not going to be on anyway right now. Mechanic and rocks. Okay. So, I'm going to go in first person. I'm going to do something real. I know I don't. Pickaxe. Oh, my pickaxe. What happened? Hold on. What happened here? This is supposed to be a number 2. Oh, I made sand. Okay, so I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put this one on. Okay, so what happened yesterday is a lawyer thing. Uju and Kelly came to my farm. They told me the entire situation, and Buju has hired me as co-counsel. So I now know everything that went on between Ralph, Buju, and the officer. I'd been made aware of another, how should I put it, discrepancy involving a lawyer. Let me put it this way. There's an accusation about to be made that will have consequences for everyone. And I don't mean the lawyers and the PD, I mean everyone. And if it's proven true, God help us. That's all I can say at the moment, because they told me they have proof of it, but I have yet to see it. So I am not going to discuss things. I'm not going to tell tales out of school unless I know for 100% fact. But if what they're saying is true, this is going to be big. I do not want to be on the steps. You know, in real life, I don't think my car would have hopped up those steps. I think in real life, I'd have hit this right here and my car would have just crashed out. But you never know. It looks small enough. I might have. While I'm in the city, I'll go sign in. But, yeah. If what they're telling me is true and they can prove it, ooh. It's gonna be a big show. And it's gonna affect a lot of people, if not everyone. This is bad. I can't explain. If I said what would happen and what would happen, it tells everything. And I need to play this very close to the vest because this is a very serious accusation. Like, I don't even want to bring it to Murphy until I've talked to the person making the accusation, which I have not. I want to double clad myself because if I'm wrong, that's the end of my career. So I need to make sure this is rock solid evidence. But the case with Buju and Ralph, when they told me what it is, seems pretty straightforward. I think Buju's gonna win this one. But something happened afterwards that they kind of wanted to include in the suit, and I told them, do not. Do not, because that could cause the suit to, like, instantly close and, you know. But I honestly believe he's gonna win. She's gonna file the case. I told her, now, here's the thing. This is Kelly's case. And I told her that you can hire me to help, but this is her case, okay? I am not going to take, if I have to take over due to someone's complaining that Kelly rendered medical aid, and so that she shouldn't be, she's part of the situation now. If that's the case and the court rules that way, that's why they hired me. Because then they go, okay, well, our co-counsel who was not there, who, you know, they can't get me disqualified. Because I don't even think I was in the city at the time this happened. But they wanted to hire me. He wanted to hire Snowy. But that's not a good idea, because if Rodney or CJ are overseeing this case, then Snowy is part of their law organization, their law firm. So we kind of, since we don't know who's prosecuting, we're gonna play it tight to the vest. We're not, I understand he wants a big legal presence there, but that's not always a good thing. Especially if one of your people's supposed allies is leaking stuff to the other party. There can't be any surprises in a case, right? This isn't TV. This isn't the movies. You can't have a surprise witness. You can't have, they have to know everything we have. But we don't want to tip our hand too early and let them know what we have before we have it. Because say we did get Snowy on board. Here's an example. Say we got Snowy on board and then I make up evidence, right? I say, well then, but this person had this. And then CJ or Rodney question us about it. Then we know who told them. But it's a lie in evidence and they're going to use that against us. So there can be no surprises. And the less people who know what's going on, in my opinion, compartmentalize. I'm working on the bombshell because Kelly is doing lawyer, but this is her first case. She hasn't done lawyering before. I have. So I'm working on the bombshell, but like I said, I have to know 100% that this is provable. If this was caught on body cam, that person has that body cam, then I will go forth with it. But like I said, if it goes wrong, I am going to be in trouble. But I firmly believe that this is something that needs to happen. I firmly believe that this is something that needs to happen, especially if what I've been told is true. It has to be addressed. This is worse than Ralph. I mean, I can't go into it, but you'll see, believe me, I'm going to stream everything I do for this case. I'm going to either record and put as a video, or I'm going to be streaming when I do it. When it goes to court, I'll probably be streaming it. Okay, so I got all the alcohol made. Harry was not in the city yesterday. He told me he would be, but he wasn't. Which is nothing, he has his own stuff. So I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I have enough to make 11. I probably will only sell him the 10. And keep, then for the next one, oh, that's the wrong thing. I need 152 coal. Let's see if I can get some first try. Let's see, right. Nope, 62, up and over. I still can go get 100 more rocks and I can make 200, but I'm just preparing. Like I'm ahead of time. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Or I will record it or stream it, guaranteed. Y'all will see. If y'all want to know, I'll be honest with you, if you want to know the bombshell, you didn't hear from me, go watch Kelly's stream yesterday. She streamed the whole thing at my farm. And I'm glad they can't use this info out of the city because yeah, after I'm done, which I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I have somewhere to be for 11. And it's 8:51, so I'm not, it's not gonna end soon, but it will end. Kelly's stream, just go watch what happened at my farm. It might not seem big to y'all, but if you were understood the stakes of what we're doing, it is kind of big. All right, I need 152 glass. I need to get another 148 and have 300. Now, see, if I make another 500 before he calls me, then yes, I will be like, okay, I got 15 for you. But since I don't think that's going to happen, hopefully he calls me today. Or hopefully I find him in the city. I think I am kind of running out of oil. I'm not exactly sure. Let's check. Oh, I know I still have 753. I'm good. Or 853. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 853. I'm going to try to keep it, I want to keep it over 1,000. Like, not all the time, but I don't want to get to, like, less than 500. I have not heard anything about Bucket State. I don't have a clue. Let's see. How long does this have? 12 minutes? Yep, 12 minutes? Okay. I'll be honest with you, it's too early. No one's at my farm. No one's gonna come to my farm. I'm gonna go, well, I kind of want this truck to put the furnace in. I'll leave it here. I'll go inside and do something. I got a very big order yesterday. Bob got like 500 items from me. So I do need to see if I need to make bread or tortilla. 40 bread. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to make some more bread. And tortilla, I don't know. I might just make 10. Might just keep 100. But I'm definitely going to need to make more bread. I'm probably going to need 100 bread. Or I might just do 60. I might just make 100 bread and 100 tortilla. And if I upgrade the machine, as they make 5 at a time. So if I upgraded it to level 5, they'd make 25 at a time. That would take 20 minutes to make 100 bread. I talked to Mac yesterday, though, about full-on farming. And of course, she loved the idea because they can't find Rodney or Teabag. And then Sean had no bread buns at his farm, so I couldn't bring him bread buns. I mean, not bread buns. Yeah, buns. Burger buns. Yeah. But the case with Buju, I'm not gonna say it's a slam dunk, okay? I'm not gonna tell y'all it's an easily won case. Because the fact is that you do have to register the gun. Okay? He got arrested for attempted murder, which that in my case, that's the charge, that's bull. That's bull. If anything, you have him on owning an unlicensed firearm. That's it. That's the only thing. Attempted murder is wrong. That we can win. That's an easy win. Especially since I know Ralph is going to argue that he didn't mean to hit Buju and the other guy, but it happened. So Buju's well within his rights, especially after he killed the cop. If he thinks it is still on his property, he's the manager, and if he still thinks that he could be attacked, he had the right. He should have thrown out a warning, though. He should have thrown out a warning. That's his only thing that they need. But saying that, our argument is going to be, well, how often do the cops just tase without a warning? Which is pretty often. So we're using the cops' own procedures against them in this case. But attempted murder, no. That charge right there, had I been there, that'd have been thrown out. That would 100% been thrown out. But owning and discharging an unlicensed firearm, that technically is what they're going to try to argue. But when they try to argue that, objection, relevance to this case. You know, this case is for attempted murder, not owning and discharging legal firearm. What's the relevance of that? He wasn't charged with it when he was charged, so they can't go to court using it. And, yeah, so I'm gonna go to court with them when the case happens. In my opinion, I think the case isn't gonna happen. I think that the PD is not gonna release the body cam. I think the PD is gonna sit on their hands, wait the 14 days, and lose. But in this case, I'm gonna tell Kelly to, hold on. My throat's dry. I'm gonna tell her when she files a case, I told her to call me before she files the case. In the case filing, she needs to put, we are seeking a reinstatement of his weapons license and the value of the weapons confiscated. That way, in case they don't want to do it, see, if they don't want to do it, they think he'll just get the money. But no, if we put it in the suit, that he gets the full 100 grand back from the weapons, plus the reinstatement of his license, if they lose, we win everything. Like, we win everything he wants. If they go to court and they lose, we win everything. So it isn't just like, well, if we don't go to court, we'll just pay him out $50K because that's what it's worth. Just don't even bother. But if we put it in that's what we're seeking, then they have to prove, then they don't have to go to court still. But if they don't, we get everything we're asking for. Because they're going to think it's just money. But no, he wants his weapon license back. And believe me, after hearing, I haven't seen it yet. When they supply the body cam, I'll be able to look at it too. If he didn't shoot him in the back, if what he's saying true is that he shot him in the side while he was standing over the cop with the pickaxe, in my mind, that's a legal justification. Especially since he had already been attacked by that person, which is Ralph. It'd be like if these two farmers, I attacked the one in the shorts with the shirt on, but at the same time, my punch connects with the guy holding the beer. So I continue to attack the guy with the hat, and the guy with the beer comes up and hits me and knocks me out. You know, he's doing it to protect his friend. He's doing it to protect someone else. You know, the stand your ground rule, what they're going to argue is it's mostly meant for you. But in the stand your ground rule, there are certain stipulations to where you can use your force to protect others. Well, like I said, Mike, I'm going to be honest with you. Hi, Kelly. I'm sorry, I'm reading everything y'all are saying, but I'm not seeing the names. Mike, the whole thing is, I haven't seen it. If he did shoot him in the back, then I'm going to tell him straight out, look, you did wrong. I'm going to be honest with him. I'm going to tell him, look, you did wrong. That's not how this works. But if he did shoot him in the side and he said he was going to attack the officer. He said Ralph was saying, I'm sorry about this, and he's about to swing at the officer. If that's true, I don't see a problem with that legally. Now, he also said that Harry and Ryan didn't tell him about registering the firearm. I called the police right there and asked them, and they're like, yes, you have to bring it into us. Okay? Well, here's the thing, Blitz. I understand that, but apparently he did have the weapon out. He was threatening the cop that was already down. So yes, now, he is not someone, he wasn't running away either. They have both told me that he was not running away. He was still brandishing the pickaxe, and he was issuing a threat to an already downed officer. So, if he didn't have the weapon out and he was running, yes, I'd be like, dude, you shot him. Go to jail. Do your time. Sorry. Wait 30 days, get it expunged. Go get your weapons license back. That's my advice to him. But if what they're telling me is true, then Boujou was well within his rights. I know it's against Ralph. I know y'all like Ralph. But, I mean, you gotta admit, Ralph does some things. I watched it, he did not, and he was clearly away from the cop and on his way out the shop with no weapon out. Okay, well then, when I see that, I will tell them that this is what's gonna happen. And I'll be like, look, here's your best case scenario. But since I haven't seen it yet, I can't render an opinion. What I'm going on is what they've told me. I have to see what happened for myself before I know exactly what happened. That's the law. And if he did wrong, if Boujou did wrong, then I will tell him, you messed up. You went to jail for attempted murder. You lost your gun license. It was a valid arrest. But if what they're telling me, the bombshell is going to happen regardless. The bombshell is a separate thing, and I'm going to, even if Boujou's found guilty, I'm still bringing that forward if I have the proof. But I don't know everything, right? So when I find out everything, I will be more in a position. But from what they've told me, if his events of what happened, we already did. It's up to the officers. They have 14 days from the subpoena. And she submitted it, I think, the next day. But, if the cops don't give it to us, though, we win the case. And it all gets removed. So it's up to the officers now. But when the case happens, I'll see what happens way before the case, right? I'll be able to look at the body cam because he did hire me on as co-counsel last night. So we will see when I see what happened when I watch it. And I know what all of y'all say, go watch Ralph's video. That's not how it works. I would know that, but Arya wouldn't. Right? I couldn't render Arya's opinion if I went back and watched Ralph's stream. Arya has to see it. But if what Buju has told me is what happened, Buju is 100% in the right. I'm gonna let all y'all know that right now. Yeah, he's right, by the way. JV is 100% right, right? We will see what happens, okay? It'll go to court. Now, see, here's the thing. Ralph is not being brought to court. Ralph's done with this. He's not... Buju isn't suing Ralph for anything. Buju is suing the police department for false imprisonment, wrongfully charged, all that kind of stuff. Ralph's involvement with this is over. So, if anything, well, it's not the state of California laws, though. They made their own legislation. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I didn't change. Mike, I'm sorry here. I'm going to look at your message. I meant to go in and change the stuff. Okay. I meant to go in yesterday and change my settings on the Steambot. I did for the links and the emotes, but I didn't for the language, which I need to do. It really kicked you out for saying ass. Come on, Steambot. I'm gonna have to change that later today. I'm sorry, I'm reading your message though. Well, if you guys are actually in the state of California, no matter what Buju does in your Los Santos, his ass would be going, yes, because that's California. But we have our own, like when they remade the server, they made their own legislation. All right, there we go. But we'll see what happens. That's all I gotta say. But now I know all of y'all have been telling me Buju, and Ralph, and I had no idea. Now I know. Now I can contribute to these conversations. So now I gotta find out what Bucket did. Y'all have me, see, y'all have me interested. No, it's no problem, Mike. It's the bot. I set it up. I wanted to be a kid-friendly streamer, but then somebody, my brother actually, I was about to say, what am I doing? But I gotta put the glass in here to make bottles. My brother made a good point. He's like, Redline is an 18+ service, so you should have it for the 18+ community. So the language thing I should take off. Yes, it is. Mike, if you go to RedlineRP.net, anyone can look at the legislation. It's open and available for every single person in the world. It's called, I think it is called legislation. Here, let me look. City Info. You go to RedlineRP.net. You go to City Info, and the DOJ legislation 2026. It's available. You can go look at it right now. It's been available since like the 3rd week of the city. I had to learn it to be a lawyer. I had to learn all of it. I still have notes. I have a notepad that has notes about things. But yes, everyone can look at the legislation. It's not something that's hidden away. Also, go look at the wikis. You can see bios of the characters. I need to update Arya's, and I need to write Sierra's. Oh, I dummy-proofed Sierra's Ricky, y'all. I wrote it in Notepad instead of on the website, so now if I mess up, I can just go back to Notepad, copy it, and then put it back. Yeah, I got smart. After 4 times I've written her bio and it never went through, I finally decided to write it somewhere that's offline. 4 times I've written Sierra's bio, and 4 times I've closed the whole thing before saving it. And here's the weird part. All 4 times it changed. Like I made small changes to it the whole time. I can tell y'all now, her father, Her mother was very abusive to her. And her father was like her shining light, right? But her father couldn't take it no more. And he met up with a biker girl and left the mom and her for the biker girl. That's why she hates motorbikes. Because she blames the girl and the bike. Because if he'd have never met her, he'd have never been able to ride away on the motorbike. So I know what I am missing. I've been feeling something's been missing, and I now know. The background music. My headphones just shut off. Because there's been so long with no sound. But yeah, that's why she doesn't like the motorcycles. Because the one shining light in her world was in her mind. She's all there. But she blames the person in the motorbike. So she just runs over people on motorbike. The body cam, how that works, is we have to be using an OBS and recording our gameplay. Like right now, technically, if I turned on my body cam, see, I can use this now. If I get committed, if I get accused of a crime or if something happens, I can say that I have body cam advantage. But I'm gonna turn it off since I'm just doing farming stuff. But yeah, so anyone recording can use it as body cam footage. But they have to be actually using the body cam when doing it. They can't just be like, oh, you know, I have body cam of it. But no, you don't. I used to do it too. Every single time I streamed, I would have my body cam running. Okay. I need to get rid of those baggies in my RV. Oh, the police absolutely love this thing. And look, the tires still don't touch the ground. But yeah, I've gotten so many, by the police, I've gotten so many like, what in the hell did you do? It still clips through the ground. What's really interesting, and a lot of people miss this, phone and notification count as being on body cams. Yeah, well, you can't use that though. Unless they thought of that, right? They thought of that. Unless they take the phone out and directly look at the message, they can't use that as a body cam. They've thought of that. That is something they've thought of. Because I remember when Ralph was an officer. Good morning, Copper. When Ralph was an officer, he would look at the notifications. He wouldn't open his phone to look at what they sent. He would read it on the bottom. Because if he opened his phone, then it would be caught, his conversation would be caught on his body cam. But if he just looked at it at the bottom of the screen, they can say that, you know, oh, I didn't look at it. So they thought of that too. Clopper. Okay, Clopper is Ralph's biggest fan, I think. I mean, Ralph named his plane after him. Clopper, I don't know if you heard or were here. I got hired on in the Boujou case. And I know he knows what it is. I know Clopper knows exactly what the Boujou case is. Yeah, I know. No. They burnt him because they looked at the phone. Then, yes, if I was to do this on body cam and open my text messages and read like this one, then yes, it's on body cam. But if it just comes across on the bottom, they can't use that. But they both were reading the chat. They both were looking at the boys' chat while on camera. Because I was there for an instance when that was happening. I was in cells with, oh, I can't remember the officer's name. But another officer got accused of doing that. And then when they told me that, oh no, he actually didn't look at his phone. We had already discussed that. I've been around Ralph from day bone. I was hoping you got on. Yeah, well, it's Kelly's case. Let me put it that way. I'm backing her up. there's gonna be a question if she could be the lawyer, okay? Because something about her being on EMS. So there was a question that if she's gonna be able to continue. So if she couldn't, he'd have to refile the case. But with me on it now, I would take over. So it wouldn't have to be refiled. And I'm gonna tell her when she puts when she files the case, make sure to put my name down as well as the attorney. That way, in case she has to recuse herself because of something, it's gonna be said that, oh well, you know, Arya's also on the case and she wasn't there, so you know, it's covering. It's covering the butts. I don't. If what they, I'll be honest with you, Copper. We've had people in here saying that Ralph is not. Ralph has nothing to do with this anymore. Okay, let me put it that way. Ralph is done with this case. We've had people arguing that the police were wrong, and had an argument that the police were right. I've only heard from Kelly and Boujou's side. And if their account is correct, the PD have no case. Like, the PD should just be like, you know what? We'll settle this right now, give him his license back, give him the money. But when I see the footage, when I see the body cam, if Boujou's in the wrong, I am going to be like, look, you're in the wrong here. Sorry. What? The only thing Ralph can got on, I'm gonna go in here for a second, so I can not worry about running around. The only thing Ralph would be bring up against is if the other person who got hit, Boujou said he got hit with the pickaxe. He said another one of his employees got hit as well. So the only way Ralph can be involved in this is if the other employee wanted to, like, civilly suit him for aggravated assault. But they're not gonna do it. They've already said they're not gonna do it. Wait a minute. Does that say what I think it says? Does that say boys? You can't bend over while you're in first person. Alright, so we're gonna go here. No, it doesn't. I thought from here, it said it's like up, down, upside down boys. I was like, they put themselves in a magazine. But yeah, so far, I've only heard from Boujou's. I can only hear Boujou's side of the story right now, because the cops don't even know that I'm involved in this. They're gonna learn. I don't want them knowing I'm involved in it until they have to know. Right? And when the case is filed, that's when they'll know. But as of right now, I don't want them knowing, because I don't want them acting different around me. But yeah, the only way Ralph would be brought in this is of a civil suit, and they both said they're not going to do that. So Ralph's fine. He's gone. Oh, he's out of this permanently. Wait till I see. Yep, exactly. They also is like, you know, we have written statements from these people saying this is what happened. I had to bust their bubble. A written statement from someone means nothing unless you can get them on the stand. If you can get them on the stand and under perjury, which that's going to be a crime, y'all. Perjury is going to be a very big crime. And there are ways to prove it. But under perjury, under threat of perjury, basically, if we can get them to confess, then we can use the written statements. But a written statement is just hearsay. Unless it's accompanied by, you know, like a validation. If it's coming from a witness we say is like, if they had a firearm expert in the city, and we got him to say that, oh no, this is what happened, then we can use the written statement. But just, you know, me taking out my notepad and writing down something and saying, yep, that's my statement, that's not admissible in court. You know what's funny is I'm using this damn thing as a legal receipt book. That's what I've been using it for. Like when I have to write contracts up, I've written 8 or 9 contracts for, like, you know, somebody wants to buy a car. Like, let's say Ralph wanted to sell a car to Opie. Let's just use those two as an example. And Opie says, well, I'll pay him over the course of 2 months. Well, then they'll come to me. I'll write out the contract, sign my name, have them sign theirs, and give them each a copy. That way, if he doesn't pay, Ralph could take him to court and say that he broke the contract. That's what I've been using that notepad for. I had a way. The notepad's in 1.8, right? Oh, yeah, that's the one. The notepad in 1.8 was just, you know, the yellow notepad, and you take it out and it would write your note. It wouldn't look like this. Like this one, you have a little menu, right? Set title, set content, sign, ask nearby player to sign. Right? And the old one was, it just popped up like a notepad on your screen. And a white page, like computer print page. So, on the one I was doing house robberies with, I wrote a very, very official-looking LTD, which is the mini mall in the old city, from the CEO saying I worked for the company repossessing. And so when I got caught one time, I was robbing my own house. Well, it wasn't my house. It was the guy that owned this one. It was my male character who owned that house. The male character was made. A lot of people might be wondering why I made the male character. My partner was going to come on and play. And she was going to be his wife, and she's also Arya's sister. So that's why I made the male character. We would have been husband and wife in there. And, plus, I had the voice. I said, why not? But I never really played as him at all. When she said when we found out her laptop couldn't get in, I just switched over and I was Arya the whole time. But, I'd rob houses, and then when I get caught, I would give him the note saying, no, look, here's from my employer. The thing was, I went online and, like, went back into GTA lore, and I found out the owner of LTD so that when they'd look, it would be, the name would match. It never worked, but it was hilarious to do. Because it threw the cops. It really did. They didn't know what to do. Because it was an official-looking note. It had all the items from that house, that particular robbery. And it was signed by the lore-friendly owner of the place from GTA. But really threw them when I did that. Because everything looked correct. Everything. Somebody stole my burrito last night, my red van. Somebody stole it, and I was laughing because there's nothing in it. That's why I have not sold this truck. I didn't realize how many people were going to try to break into that thing. So nobody wants to break into this no more. Because they know there's nothing in it. Which is funny because it has all my stuff in it. But yeah, nobody wants to break into this thing. I need to make more cheese, too. I sold all my cheese yesterday. I've been finding things. I've been going back here, and I've been finding some good items lately. Nobody's here. I've been driving around Sandy and finding, like, I found the baggies. I found the bait. You know, that bait, why would you throw that bait? That was like $300 in bait. Somebody's at this house. See, I wish I could do my car. I could paint the engine like that. The only one I could do it on is the ZR350. Yeah, somebody's in that house. I know whose house this is. I represented them in court. I got an out-of-court settlement by Officer Franks, of all people. With the amount of owed money is asking to borrow from people, you could put up a post by making contracts. That's true. Yeah, I could be. You know what? Honestly, I thought about becoming the city's notary. I'm gonna pull in right here for a second. But I would write contracts, I would sign them, and I would be the city's notary. I thought about it. I need to talk to Harry about it, though. That's not a DOJ thing, that's a government thing. But it comes with my law license. I can say that, could I be a notary? That way I can be like, if somebody wants to if somebody wants to borrow money, my signature would be upheld in court by the government. You know? That if I sign a document, it's government-backed as a government document, basically. Not government document, but you know what I mean. the government would take it more seriously than if I was just a normal person. It's notarized. And I would charge probably like $500. I wouldn't charge much for it. I bet she'd probably have a lot of people coming too, because you're right. With the money that they're doing, you're right. Contracts probably would be a thing. I probably could do that using my law license, being that I'm a lawyer. But I don't want to use that card, right? I don't want to be like, well, I'm a lawyer. I don't want to be known as that person. If anything, I want a farming card. I want to be known as a farmer. Yep, binding contract. Yep, it's a legally binding contract as observed by a government notary. It's called Notary Republic. But, you know, I would be a government-backed. My signature would have government backing on contract. That way, when somebody goes to sue, you know. But the problem I see with that is if they ever needed the government, you know. I don't know. I'm going to ask. I will definitely write that down. I have a notepad on my phone. And it's got like 400 different ideas. But a bunch of them are from 1.8 when I just never fix them. I need to go through them all. There's a lot. Once I start working with my patient, it takes up a lot of my time. Okay, notary. Let's put notary. But yeah, yesterday I got off after the meeting with Kelly. I went to the city because I had to go represent Hatchie and Dan. That, if she was streaming that, if y'all didn't see that, go watch me doing. Okay. Here's something some of y'all might not know. Okay, I'm going to show y'all real quick. Okay? Some of y'all might not know this. Some of y'all do. I know you did. I have 5 different lawyer outfits. Okay? Depending on which outfit I'm wearing is how hard I'm going for the person. Okay? If I wear this outfit, I'm not even really trying. Okay? I'm not even really trying. I'll go in there and just try to get you some reductions and leave. Nothing else. And then it goes, this outfit is the second to last. Then this one. But if I'm wearing this outfit, I'm going for you. I'm trying to get you a deal. But if I'm wearing this outfit, I'm fighting. Like, I'm really fighting the cops, everyone. And I was wearing this. This is the outfit that I chose last night. I put a random number on. And then I got this one. So, Hatchie, I really went to bat for Hatchie last night. And Dan, both of them. And I think I got Hatchie a hell of a deal for what she had. I think I got her 100 months off. And, I think I got her a good deal. It was Clopper, 100%. 100%. Before I started streaming, all day, I was watching them. Even if I was in the city, I was watching them. But I wouldn't interact with them, right? I wouldn't go, oh, Ralph is down there. Let me go down there. No, I wouldn't do that. I would just, I'd be watching them. And then, now that I'm streaming, and I understand the metagame now. I really understand it. I try not to watch any of them while I'm in city. I broke that last night for Mark. My brother had left, and he had gotten home. He did a very short visit yesterday. We thought it'd be longer, but his washing machine broke, and he had to go fix it. But he was watching Mark. He watches a lot of Redline, too. And Mark was talking about the custom stickers, and I had just made that one I have yesterday. So while I was in city, he was in the city doing police stuff. I was at Eddie Mopar's gas station, right? I was nowhere near him, but I went in his stream and told him how I made the sticker. But I try not to watch them when I'm in city. I just want to do, if I know, and believe me, I know people, I can see, the other day, perfect example. French was streaming. And I was watching Star Trek Academy on my TV, I had, YouTube up, and I was watching his stream, just like doing half and half. But I was working on Sierra's bio. I was not in Redline at all. And then I see people popping up in his chat, and I'd go back to my subscriptions, and he had 2 people who were also live in his chat talking to him. And I'm thinking to myself, how is that allowed? You know? But I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to be that one. I'm no snitch. Plopper, do you know the amount of crimes I know that Ralph, Bucket, Maka, when the city first opened, do you know the amount of crimes I helped them with? Like, and no one knows anything about? Because I am not a snitch. It's too late to do anything now. But, I want to create stuff for the lawyer cases. Yes, I do. I would have done something for the event, the paintball event, but they told me I couldn't spectate. And that's what I wanted to do. I was going to record the event and then put it out as a video. Let's see, I'm catching up. I've been watching Redline like multicam, but yeah. But since I wasn't able to get in Redline, I started looking up for other servers and finally found one that's interesting. Onyx has some interesting streams. Okay, that's good. Well, I joined Redline because I had a friend who really was like that. But she was in, like, Wally. That was her person. She would be there from start to finish every stream Wally did. And, she couldn't play Redline. She had a disability that she couldn't play. It's against the rules. And, so I was getting bored with the PlayStation. I was getting bored with all the games we were playing. I didn't really have nothing to do. And I got a computer, and she begged me to come play 5M. So I did, and me and her both created the character of Arya. Oh, sorry. And, then she passed away. So I play Arya. Arya's my only character. Sierra, I have a second character, but do I actually play Sierra? You know? Yeah, even before the warrant, I didn't really play her that much. But, Arya's my best friend. She reminds me of my best friend. So that's why I give her all of the leeway, all of the credit. But it's just a link to my friend. But I was the same way. I was like, I didn't watch. I started watching probably maybe 2023, 24. She started watching, and then I started watching. But I watched, I watched Hatchie, Haley, and Joey. Those were the 3 that I liked. I liked Elite, I liked Opie, I liked Lauren and French, but I like the smaller stream, I watched Natalie, I watched Ty, I watched all of them, and I was like, I was content to watch and see. And then she was like, well, why not? Why not try? You never know until you try. So I was like, you know what? She's right. And I failed my first interview. And I got dejected. And she was like, no, do it again. And I was like, okay. And I did it again, and I got passed. Then it came time to do the verbal interview. Because back in the day, you used to have to talk to him. And I failed that interview. And I told her, I said, maybe this isn't for me. And she said, you know what? You never know until you try. And so I did it again in the second interview, passed with flying colors. And I've been in ever since. So I understand you saying that you watch too much, you do too much. We'd love to see you in the city. We would love to see you here. And the best part is, you probably would be a great RP because you already know how to do it. By watching all of us, you already know what's expected, what is tolerated, what's not. you probably would be very good at this. Would people watch you? I don't know. I'm still surprised. I'm surprised I have 20 people watching me right now. I really am. I thought for sure I'd be like the whole first year I'd have like 12 people. And if it wasn't for Elite, I believe I would probably only have 12 to 13. Because I remember he told everyone one day, go and subscribe to her, and I went from like 20 subscribers to 1,000 overnight. And I remember that. I remember where I came, where I come from. I remember the people like Michael and Robert are mods because they were here before that. You know, they were here. They were in my chat all the time, talking, helping. And I remember those people. And you can't not have Panda Mab as a admin. I mean, you can't not have him as an admin. I remember you in chat. I remember so many people from chat that's in Redline. Yep. And all we did was, eventually, you know, we had to try. And it's going to happen to you, okay? Permadeath of an RP character. Yep, I've seen a few. Yeah. I've seen a few. I had an idea. You can watch 15 streams at once. That's a little much. The streamer runs some death dice 3 times, and 3 times he got low numbers, so he decided the character would die. Yeah. Yeah, true. Plus, I'm like one of the only few people he gave a nickname to in the city. Eduardo and Ariwu, or however he pronounces Eduardo. But, I had an idea in 1.8 before they, launched 2.0. Like, I call it the downtime. From the time they announced 2.0 to when 2.0 came out. When a lot of people weren't doing a lot of streaming and the city was, you know, it was there, but a lot of people were doing other things. I had an idea that, damn it, it's on Sierra. They have an outfit. They have an outfit you can wear that gives you like not robot. The male have robot arms and legs. The females don't have those. I don't know why we don't have them, but we don't have them. But they have one that gives you like on your left arm. Not that arm, the other arm, the one right here. It's like a cybernetic arm. And then they have a head wrap, like a bandage, but you can make it black and green. I was gonna permadeath Arya. Okay? But as she's being permadeath, I would switch to that outfit, and an Arya from the future. And let me see. All right, I had it all written up. Let's see. Let me find it. Is this it? Yep. An Arya, artificial robotic interface or intelligence android, came back through time and then returns her to life after a few months. So I'd go around as an android Arya, while the original Arya got sent to the future to be brought back to life. You can do that in that time. But I can't do it now. But during that time, I probably could have done it and got away with it. Because it was just, you know, they didn't really care what was going on. They were so busy building the 2.0 world that I don't think they'd have been like, okay, you know, whatever. I couldn't do it now. Or right now I can't. I might could do it later in the future. But I had a whole robotic thing, and when we did the Escape from Hell event, the night that they did the Halloween night that they did the Escape from Hell event, I was there. I was wearing the outfit. I was gonna say that I was the android there. That event, I don't know about that event. Let me put it that way. It was very well conceived of, but just, it was like 2-3 hours long. It just took so much time. Hello, gentlemen. Y'all are very quiet and y'all are not busy, are y'all?
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now. There's nothing
Yeah, it's
going
weird.
on.
If you stand outside, it's like the voice doesn't carry very well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
got a job.
There's nothing going on in the city right now.
No, it's too early.
Yeah. But I saw y'all were open. I was like, let me go see what they're up to.
Just hanging out,
Oh,
making
yeah.
a paycheck.
Oh, the police are in the city. That's weird.
I finally got a
very
job.
backbreaking work.
Yeah, Jerry got a
Yeah.
job. See, he's changed.
Oh yeah. Hey, good.
It's a reformed man.
All them police fines add up. I've
What do you go
represented
for,
Jerry like 3. I'm looking for something to do, but you know, my farm is done. I've done all I can do on my farm today already.
It's time to run for office.
I'm actually considering that.
Be better than Wolfenstein.
I've already approached 2 people to be my staff.
I'd vote for you. Anything's better than
Ah.
Wolfenstein at this point.
Maybe. I don't know. I
Yeah,
need to
I'll
talk
be
to
your
him.
staff, too.
I want to know. You know who I want on my staff but won't do it is Gramps. I think everybody would vote for me if I had Gramps on staff.
Yeah, everyone loves
Yeah.
Gramps.
Yeah.
Yep. I've approached Nick and Kelly to be staff. Nicotine and Kelly. Because they don't do crime.
I mean, the
don't think-
deal.
I don't think Nicotine's ever in city, though.
I see him all the time.
Oh, well, it must be earlier in the day then.
No, I see him crazy late. Is when I see him.
Yep. But last
Oh,
I heard he was having... He was growing a new potato, he said.
Yeah, he's told me that.
Yeah, I
But
mean, everything that
unfortunately-
Wolfenstein
Yeah.
said he was going to do, he hasn't done. So, you know. And anytime you ask him about something, he just like promises but never delivers. So,
Well, I asked him about the budget, but he actually, I was told by my boss why he can't, and it's actually a legitimate reason.
and what's the legitimate reason?
The city doesn't track the money at the same time. It does it multiple times. So, like, every week, he wouldn't be able to give a correct total because some track once a month, some track once a week.
Well,
So
that's
if he gave a
one
weekly
of a-
report, he wouldn't.
That's
Yeah, I
only
know, but
one of a dozen things that he's doing that is sus, you know?
I know, but I mean, it is what it is. Hey, you know what? At least he's here. I haven't seen the other candidate in like 2 months.
Well, we all know
I
why,
know.
right?
I know, yeah, but I'm saying it's a legitimate reason.
I don't know.
He
That's
had to
a
take
lot,
a
sir.
trip to the Bahamas.
Oh.
Things with Superstore.
Oh, was it Kendrick?
Wow, he was part of it.
He was part of it, yeah, but not Kinder. The other candidate, weren't you here for the elections?
No, I wasn't in city that day.
It was, I
Was it-
think Nate Jones and Wade
Yeah.
Wilson. I think it was them 3.
Yeah, that's from my understanding too.
I miss Wade. I always liked Wade.
Ah.
He's always been nice to me.
Was it like that? It was like that millions of dollars supermarket thing.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Oh,
But, you know, it is what it is. Their trip's gonna be ending soon, from what I understand.
Yeah, but it's not a
that-
guaranteed flight back,
That
right?
over there.
That's
I could swear I thought it was Natalie at first, but thinking of
No,
in the city.
it's like T-Bond and the other dude, right?
Yeah, it's Teabag. Actually, I need to speak to
Teabag,
Teabag.
yeah.
I will be
Yeah.
back. He's a fellow farmer. I need to speak to him.
The last one. Yeah, I don't have the last 2. So have a look.
Hey, yo.
Hey yo.
Yo,
Tea-
I don't know what
Teabag.
I'm not being robbed. Yo, how's it going?
Hey, I need you to start putting 100 bacon on the trademark instead of 50. People keep wanting like 60 and 70 of them.
100. Okay, I would
Yeah, if you
I just-
can.
keep not having space.
I mean,
I-
I'm
I
buying
take-
them
I
as
take
fast
some
as you
of
put them
vodkas
up
off,
there,
actually.
it seems.
Wow, you're
Yeah,
slacking.
I'll chuck
What are
one-
you hoarding?
What was that? Sorry.
You say you don't have space. My farm right now, is fully packed, and it's only taking up like 1,300 space. And I have everything I need. What are you hoarding up there?
My alcohol stuff is taking up a lot of room at the minute.
You know, you can store the water and the yeast in the storage, right? You don't have to keep it in the dashboard.
And it won't expire.
No, there's no expire timer. Either on the flour, either. Like, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't have an expire timer. The grapes don't have an expiry timer. But yeah, the coal, sand, glass. Yeah, but I mean, the yeast and the water, I keep in the storage. That way it frees up room. Well, see, you learned something today.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, what alcohol are you making besides vodka, by the way?
White wine.
Okay, I'm making the 2 wines, and when they need it, I make coffee beer. But I got out of everything
Coffee beer,
else.
nice.
Yeah, I'm not doing tequila anymore. But, alright, I just want to tell you, the bacon, Bob's Burgers has been using a lot of bacon, because apparently Mac likes the bacon burgers.
Okay, right, I'll put it up to 100 then. It's no worries.
Alright, thank you. Bye.
Appreciate it.
Okay, sorry, y'all. I was talking, and I missed some chats, so let me catch up on There we go. Okay. I mod for 3 people now, Ralph, Jake, and Angle. It was more, but I deployed it. I try to do myself in the morning, because there's nobody. Right now, with the cops not being on, a lot of people aren't doing it in the morning. But, I mean, I can still, I'm a legal player, so I don't really need the cops to be on. You could do something like that for when Redline goes to GTA. See, when GTA 6 comes out, I already have a PlayStation. But I'm not exactly sure if it's broke. Like, when I put my headphones on, the audio is, like, horrible. So we bought a new controller. It's been sitting back there for like 5 months in the box because I don't ever go on the PlayStation. Which is funny because today I actually have to go on the PlayStation. I have to buy a month of PS Plus. It's how I'm going to get back in my tribe in Ark. I have other characters, so I'm just going to log in with another character and invite my PC character to the tribe. That way I can access everything in the tribe. They need at least 2 cops on at all times. Yeah. But the problem is, you know, the cops weren't hiring people. Now they are. You know? Now they're hiring cops. And we are seeing there's a cop in the city right now, so people can go sell. Many legal characters would vote for it. I think everyone would vote for me because they, number one, everyone in this city knows that I am not out to screw everyone. Everyone in this city knows I'm willing to help them, regardless. There's a few W Party members that have a bit of power. Yeah. All but one person is allowed to come back. This is what was said in one meeting. I am going to look at your meeting, your message. I don't care what Streamlabs says. Angel is one of my favorites. Angel, I love Bailey. Bailey, the cop, is great because she acts like, you know, she's a good cop. She's a great cop, but she still acts like she makes the rookie mistakes. Angel's one of mine. You serious? PISS. Is that? I gotta turn this foul language off. I gotta turn this foul language thing off. That's not even a bad word. You know, that's not even a bad word. Yep, I'm gonna talk to these people a little bit more. I wish if I could slide tackle, I'd slide tackle all 3 of them. But I can't do parkour. I told him to come over here and get a car worked on. He said he didn't have any cars.
It's all good. We get paid either way.
Yeah, true. Yeah, see, only if I'm signed into my job, but I don't get paid at all.
Yeah, but you export tons of alcohol for lots of money.
No. Farming is not my job. It's my profession.
Gotcha.
My legal advice, and I don't get paid unless I go to court. So I'm doing all this for free right now. But I might have a case coming up. Can't get into specifics. But, might have a case. It involves Roxwood mechanics, but it doesn't involve Roxwood mechanics.
Interesting.
Yep. But, yep, I was hoping they had something, because Boozoo's a farmer as well. Not Boozoo, I'm sorry. Teabag is a farmer as well. I don't know why, but, he sells bacon. And I don't make bacon, but I need a lot of bacon, so I told him he needs to sell me a lot of bacon.
Which farm does he own?
He owns Utter Chaos. It's the vineyard.
Oh, gotcha.
In my opinion, that's the worst farm.
I used to own the Polito one a long time ago.
Ah, Chris Williams owns that now. And Leroy James is running it.
What's it?
Yep, I know all the farmers. I try to help them out. Need to make a free Boozoo poster. That's funny. Ask Bailey if she wants a Fanta-Lite. I might. I don't know the reference, and I know it's probably going to be considered meta, but I might. As a joke. But yep, alright, I'm going to go find something to do. Y'all gentlemen have a good day.
You as well.
I thought that was Bucket for a second right there in the shorts. See, like, normally, if I knew better, I can go over here and scrap these cars, but I can't do that. It's illegal now. So I can't do it. Aria can't be done anything illegal. Both of my cases have been dropped against me, okay? They were, I don't know if Clopper might not know this, but PD was investigating me. For one, selling moonshine, which I can prove I didn't. I've told Harry, Fox, and Dan they can come up to my farm and review my history. Because everything I've ever purchased, machine-wise, is noted down. And when I told them that, they dropped that. And then they were investigating me for being, no, I'm not doing anything illegal. You're right about that. You're right about that, Lil Bill. But I'm not gonna do anything illegal. They can't catch me if I don't do it. But apparently, I am the greatest criminal in Redline 2.0, according to some of the police. I am a mastermind criminal that everybody has to bow down to. Because apparently, since day one, I have been breaking in and out of prison without getting caught. According to one of the officers. Skateboards. I think it's funny now, but like I just took a head plant. But yes, according to one officer, I had been going in and out of the prison since the very first day. Have never been caught. I'm like all kind of stuff. And I'm like, where did they get this? And now I know who they got it from. I know exactly. Can I do this now? I don't think I can. I don't know how to speed up. I used to be able to jump up there. I wonder if you do the skateboard in the sewer. You're not supposed to pull it out, like, when you're doing stuff. They finished the cop apartments. And Mark went into them and had to, he got stuck and had to relog and, like, spawn somewhere else using admin powers. I can't monopolize the farm. They have a rule now. But, well, they're trying to put a rule in. Because apparently also I own Teabag's farm and the Polito farm. Apparently. Like I said, don't ask me how they got this. I don't know. That is not what I wanted to do. But, yeah, so apparently I am the greatest criminal mastermind. Ralph was not the first one to escape prison. It was me. Yeah, I don't know where they're getting this from. I do. And everyone here, I could tell y'all, y'all can't use this in city or not. Leroy James was the one telling the police I was doing all this. Which is funny, because now he wants to go legit. You know the amount of crimes I know he's done that the cops don't. You know, he did crimes 2 or 3 days ago he could still get arrested for. But I'm not a snitch. I ain't gonna say nothing. But, yep, so, out of all the things, I find it funny that, according to Officer Goody Harvey, for like 3 weeks, I was the most, up there bougie. Hello.
Hey, did you talk to anyone about that thing from yesterday since we talked?
I have not said anything to anyone. I'm still waiting on Kelly to send me over her information.
Okay, gotcha. I thought maybe you had talked to your boss or something about things.
He's
That's why I
not
was
been in the city. I'm gonna talk to Harry today. I need to talk to him about the farm anyway. I was gonna ask him about the gun license rule. So, and I'll let you know what happens when that happens.
awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You know, I'm in the city. Oh, damn. I didn't even know that was there. In the city, I'm not talking to anybody about it. See, I'm thinking about what I might start doing, though. Sometimes in the morning. If I buy the chessboard and I'm sit here. Yesterday, they had someone sitting here with a chessboard, and I played chess against them. They wiped the floor with me. Like, I never said I was a good chess player, but it'd give people something to do. I should tell French he needs to, hi, Lamar. I should tell French that, they need to put 3-card Monty in here. Like, let us sit at Legion and do 3-card Monty. It's gambling, but still. I watched somebody make so much money off of that one day. When I lived in New Orleans, I was in the French Quarter and they had a guy doing the 3-card trick. And I sat there and watched him for like an hour. And I still don't know how he did it. Like, I was trying to watch him to figure it out, but I still don't know how he did it. I need to get something to eat and drink. I'm not letting my food fall low today. I like the interior of Opie's gas station. I think they did a good job. I don't think you can rob it, though. I don't think there's any point you can rob. But I liked how it looks. It looks like a realistic gas station. And the ATM works. There's a lot of places that the ATM doesn't work. Oh, a restaurant's open. That's right. Sandy's open. And it's probably Leroy working there. Yeah, you can go in. Yeah, he has an interior now in his restaurant. I mean, in his gas station. I'm thinking restaurant. They all might be getting them, though. They slowly might be giving all the gas stations an interior, the ones that don't have one already. I wonder if... No, I don't think he would get any money from the sale, though. Like, if somebody buys something, I doubt he would get the money. Shooting dice. They had a dice emote. Like, it would give you in the upper corner, it would tell you the number you did. But I don't want to see Gunner. Nope. That's not what I want. Yep, dice is not a valid emote. You know, you see up in the upper left-hand corner where it says that? That's a little, like OOC chat thing. We don't use it here, but in that other city I'm in, my God, it's constantly full. Well, in the other city I was in, the phones broke for like a month. We couldn't use the phone. So people were just doing it there, like advertising businesses. Yeah, that shop isn't open. Yeah, we learned that with Joey. Joey had the gas station and then the interior next door, and they said it was just, he just owns the gas station part, not the store. The same with Eddie. Eddie's store has an interior, but he owns the gas part, not the store part. These truckers are starting to leave their trucks out again. I know they were told they shouldn't. There it is. I'm gonna drive this everywhere. It's fun to drive because it's unpredictable. It'll go through the ground. Like, I won't even know it, and it'll just go through the ground, and I'll be like, uh-oh, be like this. I should bring this up to Roxwood. Let them see it. But yeah, this thing is fun to drive. Racing would be ridiculous. Tell everyone they have to have a wacky car race. Your car has to be like... Because no one's going to go out and spend $400K to make a car look like this. You know? I spent, what, $20K, I think? And I love it. Well worth it. I'm about to go buy either the Hasbo or the Panto and do it. No, not all the gas stations are owned. There's not all of them can be owned. The ones in Roxwood, there's 3 gas stations in Roxwood. 4 gas stations in Roxwood. None of them can be owned. Oh my god, this thing is not like in parking lots. See, I wonder if anybody inside, can they see this? Like the car just bouncing up and down? Hello.
Hello, how can I help?
1 food and 1 drink, please. Speaking of Leroy. Yeah, I know, Lamort. You haven't seen it? You haven't been here for a few? Yep, it's Bluetooth technology and magnets. That's what I tell everyone. They're held on with Bluetooth technology and magnets. But no, now that he can make the alcohol, he said he's going straight legal. Is it on the register? No? Okay. But now that he's running the Polito farm, and he sees how much money he can make in alcohol, he wants to go straight and legit, too. So he's not been ratting people out. And if he's in this chat, if he's watching, he can be mad. He went to the police and told them I was doing stuff I wasn't doing.
That's ready for you to pay.
Alright.
Alright, it's in the tray.
Alright, you feeling okay? You sound kind of down.
Just tired.
Oh, okay. We'll go get some sleep.
Tired.
Did you...
Alright, I slept shitty.
Come look through the window at my new car.
Yeah, my new car's out there too. What the fuck?
He said, what the...
Don't go. Stand next to it. I want to get a picture.
No, hold on. I gotta show you something.
How do you like my new car?
It's nice. If you look at my car, my tires are not actually touching the ground.
Oh, I know. I did that to my truck before I sold.
Yep, I want to race people in this car.
How fast is it?
Oh, it's a starter dealership car, but it's just funny.
Yeah, mine goes quick.
Yeah, it looks quick.
I hate this.
He's trying to get that right angle. Yep. What are those? Yep, exactly, Lamar. They're held on by magnets and Bluetooth technology. That's what I've been telling people.
I'll send it to you.
All right.
Here.
No, I had to. You know, there's a Panto, right?
Yeah, listen to the horn on.
I can't. Come on. Now you're just being mean.
What?
You know I'm deaf.
You are?
Yeah, you know I can't hear anything but people's voices. I've told you this
Actually, then-
multiple times.
I actually didn't know. I don't think you did. But no, it's a
That's
cop
the
horn.
key. Okay, if you look in my ear, that's my hearing aid, see?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I have noise canceling hearing aids. I can only hear your voice. Your arm is bloody.
Yeah, I figured. I forget what
medic?
happened. Nah,
you
I'm
need-
actually not hurt.
Maybe you were using that tool under the register.
No, I'm actually no longer a criminal.
Okay. You got that farm money now. I know. You live in that farm
Not
life.
yet. I'm waiting for Harry to come in.
I know. Same. How much do you have?
$250,000 worth.
Oh, I remember those days.
Well, I ran out of oil, so I've been like.
I know. You know, you can call Bob as well. Bob can get oil.
I keep forgetting about that.
Yep. Now he has a dinosaur too. It looks like it pooped out my car. Yeah, Bob, Ryan, and Harry can get oil for you.
Ryan, that was who I was thinking.
Yeah, Ryan owns the one in the city.
Mm.
But yeah, how much, are you buying rocks or are you getting them yourself?
I've been getting them myself, but I also been buying here and there.
I just go do about 300 coal, and then I'll just make what I got. Do it about 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah, as soon as Harry gets in, I get my 250,000, then I can reset my skill tree.
Well, why? You want to go into mining?
Yeah, it would be easier.
Okay, I will tell you, it's might be more beneficial to upgrade your wheat and your grain machine, because it makes
grain.
yeast a lot faster.
Yeah, grain is upgraded, and yeast is also upgraded as well already.
Yeah, those are the two. Those, besides the alcohol machines, those are the two that I upgraded fast. But little tips from the farm. You need any help,
I
let me
upgraded
know.
all that. Alright, yeah, all that's upgraded. Wine's going. Bottle's also upgraded, so it does 2 at a time now.
Yeah, well, I got my bottle machines maxed out. It does 5 at a time.
Dang.
Speaking of, I had 150 in there. I need to go fill them up. All right, have a nice day,
Okay.
Leroy.
You too.
See, Leroy would be good as a CI, right? A civilian informant. Because if he knows about crimes, he could sell the information to the police. Be like, well, I know something, but you're gonna make it worth my while. And he did that before. He was a snitch in 1.8. Like, even I knew it, and I wasn't big in crime. But 2.0, everybody had to forget about the past. This thing drives crazy. Yes, but Lamort, I made this the other day. And it is street legal, though. I've asked the cops. I've asked multiple cops. And all of them have said they can't find a reason why it's not street legal. But I'm going to do the opposite with a Panto. I'm going to put the wheels in so far that it looks like it has 2 wheels. Just two giant wheels. It's the Panto. I can't do it with the Asbo. It's only done on the Panto. And the Panto is $1,500. Yeah, the tires, exactly. They don't touch the ground if you look. When I get like a perfect run, they don't actually touch the ground. I told yesterday, I told an officer, he's like, what is this? I said I wanted the car from Back to the Future, but I couldn't afford it, so I just bought this. If I could buy a Deluxo, eventually the Deluxo will be available in the city. They'll add it in. But, yep, I actually have a bunch of stuff now. Lamort, I don't know if you know I have this. You probably know I have this, though. It's just so Arya. This is just so Arya. And no, I did not pay $69 million for it. Yeah. What, the Pacer? That's the car from Wayne's World. The movie Wayne's World, they're driving around. That's one of the reasons I liked it. It was a funny movie. But no, I saw this and like, I wanted it. And a long time ago, like very early on in my streaming, I almost bought one. But I wasn't making farm money. Yep, Future Arya sneaking me tech, yep. 100%. But I still want to do that idea. I still want to do that. I was for an hour, but I'm sleepy. Yeah. But I want to still use the idea of the robot Arya. But not right now. Now they're trying to get back to not serious RP, but they want you to RP, and that's those kind of things. Those are going to be like a little later on. But like story ideas like that, because that story idea, you don't need help from anyone. Like I could do that solo. I need to talk to Harry also about, I need to put that, where's my phone? Can you put my notes? I think I did put a note for that. Let me check. Yes, I put in the community center. I put that in the note. I'd given up on the therapy office because a lot of people have made a lot of good points that it's too close to IRL, and I don't want people to bring their IRL stuff, you know? So the therapy office, let Natalie do it. You know, that's fine. But I thought about the community center. All right. Oh, hold on a second. All right, let's go check the bottles. Take that helmet off. She's gonna get helmet hair. Which is a real thing. Like, if Elite didn't wear a hat, he'd probably have, like, if you look at Opie, when Opie stands up to go somewhere, if you look at when he turns his head to the side, you can see where the headphones are on his hair. It's made a permanent indentation in the hair. You can't really see it with French, but with Opie, it's very noticeable. I'm not trying to make him feel bad. I didn't even turn the machine on, did I? Nope, I didn't even turn it. I put all the glass in there and I didn't turn it on. Okay, bottles are bottling. Believe me, what I told Teabag, I didn't know either, but if I had to put all of this in there, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I'm thankful that they let me do that, but eventually that will change. Eventually, I think everything's gonna have a timer. Alright, so what should I do? Should I make white or red wine? I'm gonna ask y'all. Okay, let's catch up real quickly. Yeah, I'm thinking white as well. I have plenty of red. I think I need white. Okay. Damn it, I forgot to turn the bottle machine on. I gotta go get a grape. If he's wearing his regular clothes and mask, he's most likely. I think he's only been on his content character lately. I think his content character is gonna become his regular character, but he's not gonna do the content stuff with him. You know, he's gonna be Chinston, but he's just not gonna do the admin stuff unless he's doing content. But I might be wrong. I don't know. But I know I've been hearing Chinston a lot more than Opie lately. I don't want to fall off. I want to go faster, but I don't want to fall off. This thing, I wish off-road tires would make it go like faster off-road, but it doesn't. But if it did, I probably would put them on. Because I'm more off-road with, well, I don't know. I'm probably more on-road with it. If they ever let us have pets, I'm getting around bunny rabbits. Hi, chat. I told y'all I had to be somewhere at 11. It's 10 o'clock now. I'm gonna hop off. There is someone else streaming. I'm gonna redirect y'all. It's Maka. He's doing his Gears of War, but it's still Maka. Everyone go say hi. I have to kind of run quick, though. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do it long tomorrow because I know I've done 2 short ones today. So I'll see y'all all tomorrow. Like I said, I'll send you over to Maka. Go say hi to Maka. Probably won't announce I'm in his stream, though, because I do have to go. I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.